Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions and demo of the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover 24-Hour Foundation, and it is supposed to be a full coverage weightless feel that has a natural finish, high coverage, and an air light texture. It says that the Pro Face and Body Foundation is ultra lightweight, seamless coverage, and you can use it everywhere, including your face, neck, arms, and legs to cover imperfections and uneven skin tone. I got this in the shade 302 Creamy Natural. 301 was the lightest shade possible, and then 302 was the second lightest shade. So we're going to test this out, see how it works. I bought it at Bed Bath & Beyond for $11.99. So I already moisturized my face, and I did not put any primers on because I wanted to see what a true test would be like without a primer. Plus, I don't wear primers every single day, only on like special occasions or when I know I need a primer. So we're just going to test this out to see how it works exactly. From what I've read, a little bit goes a long way, but we'll see. It looks kind of moussey. Feels a little bit moussey. So I'm going to apply half with a brush and the other half with a sponge. It's like the ultimate prime time to do a foundation review because I have oily skin, normal to oily skin. I do have some dry patches going on right now. And I do have, some active and some blemishes that are in the process of going away. So this is like the perfect opportune moment, and some acne scarring going on. So half my face is done. It looks and feels light, and it does have that high kind of coverage. I would say maybe medium full coverage. And this is just one layer. Usually I only do one layer as well. It does have some coverage. I would say this is more of a medium coverage than a full coverage with the sponge, but you still see some of the active breakouts kind of peeking through, and some of the acne scarring peeking through. So it's not the fullest coverage that you would want. So I think for this foundation, I think I prefer the brush over the sponge. So I just finished putting on my makeup, and what I noticed was as I was doing my makeup, I didn't powder my face until after. It did not really set completely. There was still some slight tackiness to it. And so when I set it with my powder, everything went back to normal, everything's good. It does feel lightweight. It does not feel like the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, which is good. So it feels nice and breathable on my skin, and it does cover very nicely. So we're gonna see how it lasts throughout the day. If it does anything, I'm not gonna blot, I'm not gonna do anything, just kind of let it sit through and see. It is now currently 8:41 a.m. Hey guys, I am back. It is now 8:23 p.m. and I have had this on my face for 20 minutes shy of 12 hours. I can kind of give you an idea of what it looks like, how it feels, how it managed to stay on my skin or not, and just kind of give you like my thoughts about it. Since it's been about almost 12 hours, so I might as well just say 12 hours because that's what it is. I think it has held up pretty well like any other kind of foundation would normally on my face. I do see some shininess like in my forehead, a little bit here in this area. It's kind of rubbed off a bit on my nose. It did gather a little bit in the crevice of the nose here, but it did not get in my smile lines, which is nice because some foundations do get in the smile lines here, and they're a little annoying to kind of fix up because then if you try fixing it, it kind of leaves like a line behind of no foundation. So I appreciated that it didn't really do anything for, or that there was no smile lines involved. The actual coverage, it held up pretty well. However, it did start to fade a little bit. So the effects of it started to fade, and they're not holding up as much as they did before. Like this morning, this breakout here wasn't as visible, and now it's a little bit more visible. I do always have issues with transferring with any foundation that I have. I don't know if it's the finishing powder that I use or maybe it is the foundation, but every time that I talk on the phone and I remove, there is going to be a little bit of transfer from it. Some foundations have more than others. This one was okay. The transferring is very minimal compared to other foundations, but it is still there. The finish was definitely natural. I did not feel like I had foundation on my face at all day. Sometimes that you wear a foundation for so long that you just are itching to get it off. This one I did not feel that at all. I actually enjoyed wearing it all day. The color did match me quite nicely. I definitely like that. So I am 302 Creamy Natural, like I mentioned. And final thoughts about this foundation. I think that it is pretty good. I mean, again, this is just a demo and first impressions of it. I have to still play around with it, work on it, you know, wear it, you know, with different powders and primers and see if that kind of makes it better and whatnot. But for right now, what I have used it for today, I think it did pretty well. It did kind of slightly cling to some dry patches I had. Like I had one little dry patch here, and it did kind of cling a little bit to it, but it wasn't drastically anything. So I think if someone does have dry skin, I think you'll be fine with it. The claim of 24 hours, I don't really know if anyone has really tried. I mean, I know it's possible to be done, but who really wears their foundation for 24 hours every day? I know I don't. Usually I'll wear my foundation at like 7 in the morning, and then it's on all the way until I get home around like 4:30. And then I just remove it and continue on with my day at home with my skincare routine, and then that's it. But I haven't really ever worn, like today, 12 hours. I rarely even do 12 hours. I think the most is maybe like 8 to 9 hours is what I'll do for foundation.
Do you want to say hi? You haven't said hi in a long time.
So there's Copper. Say bye, Copper. Say bye-bye.
Say bye.
All right, signing off from me and Copper.